It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs up against the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers with some momentum in their favor. It's been a very successful first half of the season for them. When the opportunity to win a ball game has been there for them, they have grabbed it over it.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's a Western Conference battle here at the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles as the Lakers look to work home court advantage. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. Spurs would love to finish off this road trip on a good note. And they're looking forward to some production now from Rajon Rondo now that he's back. And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, hello there. Spurs coach Greg Popovich made the top 5 in all-time coaching wins last season. When asked about...
Great stuff, DA. Thanks. Well, Steve, you can see it. Some players starting to feel the fatigue of a long season. How much you think is from the travel aspect of being a player in the NBA?
Kevin, I think it's a lot about the travel. The travel is a grind, and I think being able to sleep on planes, that is an art. I couldn't do that, and I think that's where guys are trying to find different ways where they're comfortable getting a lot of rest on planes, but you got to find a way once you get to that city to, I guess, have some discipline where you can stay in, not go out to dinners, and spend a lot of time using that time to recover.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. On the floor for San Antonio. Inside, it's the veterans, Aldridge and Gasol. DeRozan and Gay, the wings. And it's Young in at the point guard. Harris outside. AI with it. He's against Young. McGee, the pass to AI. That one drops for him.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Especially at that kind of height disadvantage. You're looking to score the ball or at least draw the foul.
Lakers shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Free throw good, AI.
This is strange. Last season, the Spurs finished out of the top 10 in field goal percentage for the first time in a decade.
Now, here is Young. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Utah Jazz.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
Here's Aldridge. The Lakers with the rebound. They beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio.
And the previous meeting was a win for them and a huge day for the bench. The reserves really stepped it up with their scoring.
Getting good production from the reserves on a daily basis is a key ingredient to any team's success.
Now here's DeRozan, following the miss by LaMarcus Aldridge.
I like the aggressive move on the layup attempt, but the defender, he just stayed right with him.
Young with the steal. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. DeRozan against Harris. And DeRozan kicks to Gasol. Clock at 4. Young from outside. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Here's the Lakers with the ball. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still, their ability to stay composed was impressive.
When things come too easy, it's easy to lose focus, but they held each other accountable and played hard.
And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. And now in the first half of December, more games under our belt. The power rankings starting to take shape. You look at San Antonio, they sink a little bit here in the rankings, still though remaining in the top 5.
And seeing where the Lakers are, they are rolling, showing a lot of belief in themselves. The fan base is energized. We'll see if they can keep this up.
Aldridge wide open, he fires. Here's Gasol, and finally they hit one. Gasol's got his first basket.
Easy bucket for Powell. Failed to block him out. He'll hover around the offensive boards all day.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Yeah, I mean, just wants to make sure everybody's on the same page here going forward.
You know, sometimes the best way to approach it, let your guys know what they're doing well and give them 1 or 2 things that they could have done better.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Ivica Zubac has checked in for JaVale McGee. And it's Ingram in for Lance Stevenson. And San Antonio also making a switch. Berton has checked in. Spurs trail by 3. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
It's DeRozan with the drive. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And when you look at DeRozan and how he's...
And then Young with the jam.
Just remarkable at dropping the hammer. Young loves getting crafty with how he slams it home.
And that was an Unleash Chaos replay, courtesy of Under Armour, wreaking havoc at the rim. Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. Harris is out there with AI. And it's Stevenson in at the 3 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And with DeMar DeRozan, do you see him, Greg, potentially being an MVP winner during his career?
I mean, I think he's headed in that direction already. When you look at how he's progressed each and every year, his team is always competitive in large part to what he does out on the floor. I wouldn't bet on it, but I wouldn't be surprised if he was named MVP before it's all said and done.
Young taking his time here. Tries it from 19. Bank shot, no good.
You know, I like the competitive fire, but he's still really out of sync.
Here's AI. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Gasol. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
And so Gasol will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They trail by 6. And Young kicks to Gasol. Pass to Aldridge. Gay outside. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over McGee. Off the left rim and out.
I'll tell you what, despite the miss, he's going to be looking for that same shot again.
Back to AI. And Gasol sends it back.
And for his career among active players, Pau Gasol top 3 in block shots.
It's Young on the wing, guarded by McGee. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Gasol. Bellinelli against Harris. He Kicks to Stevenson. At the elbow, it's AI. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. Now let's take a moment to check out our race for Rookie of the Year. Here are some of the top young talents in the game who will be recognized as the best of the best. You look at AI. Just a fantastic start to the season for him, as he hasn't missed a beat transitioning to the NBA. And guys, he makes it into our top 5.
And he finds himself among the top 5 after what's been a strong start to his NBA career.
I feel like competition for Rookie of the Year is going to be fierce this time around, and he has plenty of time to move up this list.
They get it back. Aldridge. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Aldridge has got his second bucket. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter.
Some people see Popovich as uncompromising. He can be that way, but working things out with LaMarcus Aldridge last year, just another great coaching achievement.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately is really unbelievable.
You start to wonder, in my opinion, is it better to take everything to the rack now?
Clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Lakers lead by 7. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what do you think was the main issue during the first half?
We didn't make shots.
Thank you for that insightful analysis, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. We've seen AI really making a difference here.
And every team needs this, a guy who challenges the defense with that slashing ability.
You know what? So many teams focus on the perimeter and alley-oops. It's important to have someone who can work that in-between area.
On the floor for San Antonio, DeRozan and Gay, the wings. Inside, it's the veterans, Aldridge and Gasol. And it's Young in at the point guard position. Here's AI. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Marcus Young. For Los Angeles, they have shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. And Steve, looking at KD's move, the Isaiah Thomas trade, what level of loyalty is there now between players and teams?
Well, you know, I think it comes down to, I know people get upset when, per se, like the Kevin Durant move, but he was a free agent, so he was allowed to move. I think when it comes a little tricky, when you have guys traded, that's when you start to see the players starting to see where they sometimes don't think the organization have loyalty, but sometimes, and you can see organizations a lot of times is just looking to make their teams better, but it really comes down to a trade when the loyalty starts to be questioned.
And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. Gay can't get it to go. Los Angeles leading by 3. Inside, AI passes to Kuzma. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
Off and running right off the bat here to start the second half.
Here's DeRozan. That shot no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Tries it from the top of the key, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. Spurs trail by 5. To the middle, here's Aldridge. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And many thought LaMarcus Aldridge was on a downswing in his career, but boy, were they wrong.
You know, Aldridge silenced a lot of critics with his play last season. I mean, in a league that has very few great low-post players, he demonstrated he's still one of the best. Has so many moves and tricks in his game, and when he gets the ball down low, the defense really has very little to do with it.
Poke loose. And a fast break now for the Spurs. He's got the ball out to DeRozan. He nails it, and we're tied up. DeRozan's got 7 points in the game.
This is not DeRozan's natural range, but through hard work, he's making more and more of these.
To the paint, here's AI. Ejected by Young. Gay outside. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Gay. And let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
You look at AI. He's just outside the top 20, so you'd have to think there are too many players standing between him and a spot in the dunk contest this year.
And it's too bad, Kevin. I mean, I'm sure he'd bring a lot of excitement to the contest, but let's face it, it's a crowded field of contenders right now.
And so that's the breakdown as it currently stands. We'll be keeping you all updated with the latest info and, of course, our final list of contestants as we get closer.
Yeah, and if they don't invite me to be a judge, I'm still going.
Here's DeRozan. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And one item that DeRozan never seems to get enough credit for is his passing, Greg. Ingram and Kuzma filling up the 3 and the 4. AI is out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's McGee in at the center. That's the Laker 5. Shoots from the line. That shot off.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Ball kicks to Ingram. Pass to McGee. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And Los Angeles with some changes. And Stevenson comes in for Brandon Ingram. And Harris subbed in for Ball. And San Antonio also making a switch. Pau Gasol's checked in for Bertans. Gay against Kuzma. Gay outside. Gasol inside. He's guarded by Stevenson. Just 2 to shoot. But they recover it.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. AI passes to Harris. Back to AI. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 4th rebound in this one. Lots of room. And finished off by Gasol.
With authority, Pau Gasol turns up the aggressiveness. Always a good sign for this team.
AI kicks to Kuzma. Back to AI. Out to Harris. Pass to AI. Rebounded by the Spurs. Gasol's got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the paint. Here's Gay. McGee with the block. Here's DeRozan. Gay with no one around. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got 3 assists now in this one. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. The pass to Stevenson. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Here's AI. Harris. And staying with the play. Harris.
Just no let up in Harris. He's very active and just solid at keeping possessions alive.
San Antonio leading by 6. And White kicks to Pirtle. Pass to Gasol. 3 from Gay. No good. And the Lakers take it the other way. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just never afraid of taking big shots. Harris feels comfortable having the ball in his hands in those moments.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're leading by 4. 1:56 left in the 4th quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Marcus Young.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for the Spurs. Young comes in for Derek White. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. He told them, hey, they're ready to give up. We're close to winning this game, but we're not done yet. I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well we got the point across.
Here's AI. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Young with the ball. Foul guarded by Stevenson. From deep, Gay. It's good from long range. And the Spurs lead by 5.
That's a big bucket. Rudy knows this team needs his offense, and he wants to provide it.
And the foul called on Pau Gasol. That'll be his second foul of the game. On defense, San Antonio. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
On the attack, he has that ability, trying to close this one out.
Yeah, and the rim protection, not there. You expect someone to at least come over and contest.
Aldridge makes it off the glass.
Huge shot. The calm, cool demeanor of Aldridge completely locked in there.
AI right side. McGee up top. Harris outside. McGee up top, defended by Gasol. AI, and no good. Good defensive work there by Young. Another shot, and there's the nice layup by Gasol. And now a 7-point Spurs lead.
And we see it all the time, guys. You get the big lead, maybe check out mentally, but not tonight.
They have this game in hand, but they're still pouring it on.
Back to AI, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
AI taking 2 shots.
2.
Good on the first, and that trims the lead to 6. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. The clock now can just run out for the Spurs. White up top. He's guarded by AI.